Mark? How are you doing?
I am...
Doctor!
I'm on it! Come on.
What's taking you so long?
She's taking a while to get through the time periods. Must be because she's still sorting out errors and settling back in.
Well, hurry up. Mark's losing a lot of blood.
Right.
Come on, Mark. Come on.
Let's see here. Maybe this could speed it up. You didn't like that? Okay, won't do that again. I just have to work this out. Just need to... What the?
The doctor pulls the monitor around. It has a message on it. Teleportation in progress.
What does that... What do you mean? Must be some signal jamming up the Tardis' circuits. If I just... Rae! I need you to press that button for me. Rae?
He looks around the console. She wasn't there. Neither was Mark.
What? Teleportation successful. What? What? No. Mark! Rae!
Rae lay on a bed in a small and dark bedroom. Suddenly, she opened her eyes to see two people looking very closely at her.
Ah, you're awake.
Rae sat up suddenly, taking in the entire room. Two women sat next to the bed, whilst a man sat at a desk looking at a computer. He got up and went over to Rae, holding some device.
What? What just... Where am I?
Calm down. Everything's all right.
Oi! What do you think you're doing? What is that thing?
Geiger counter. Seems you have no background radiation from the teleportation process. Lucky you. You never know what can happen with the teleportation process.
Teleportation? What are you... I was with people. Where?
Don't worry, we have your friend. He's okay.
Friend? Singular?
Yep, he's recovering well. Quite the injury he sustained. Nasty.
Yeah. Molly managed to patch him up.
There wasn't 3 of us.
No? Was there meant to be? Oh, damn it, I knew the teleporter was temperamental, but...
Oscar, calm down, it's okay. Talking of which, are you okay, miss?
Yeah. Sorry. Can one of you please tell me what's going on? What do you want with me?
Your help is all.
Do you really think we would patch up your friend if we meant you harm?
How can I trust that he's patched up?
We will take you to him, once you've let us explain everything.
Well, get on with it then. Tell me what's going on.
Let's start with names, shall we? I'm Oscar, the tech guy, the one who brought you here.
Evelyn. Hi, nice to meet you. Kinda the boss around here.
And finally, me, Molly. I patched your friend up. I do all things medical.
We teleported you here because we have quite the predicament on our hands. We trust you were teleported from your Tardis.
A TARDIS, yes.
Thank God. We've been waiting for a TARDIS signal to pop up on our scanners for the past few days. Got quite lucky.
Now, where you are right now is London, 1952.
London? As in on planet Earth? The city, London?
That's right. We know how difficult it can be trying to work out where you are and adjusting to your surroundings when you're always zipping around time and space.
Why is it so... dark?
That's what we brought you here for.
Where is the TARDIS?
It's up there somewhere. We've kept a track on it. We can teleport you back any time, if you help us. We need you here to sort out what's going on.
What do you mean? Why bring me here?
Oscar turned to the computer and typed something into the keyboard. A satellite image of London came up. A cloud slowly formed over the depiction of London. He turned the monitor so Rae could see.
Wow.
Smog thicker than anything we've seen before.
Oh, I learnt about this in history. The Great Smog of London, right?
Exactly. Well, at first we presumed it was natural. A mix of fog and smoke from houses and factories, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
What do you mean?
When you walk out into the smog, you hear things.
Hear things? Like what?
Not important. All we need is for you to help us get rid of it.
What makes you so sure that I will help? You kidnapped me from the TARDIS, you brought me here and just expect me to do this? How about if I was busy doing, I don't know, trying to get my friend to the hospital?
I patched him up. It was okay.
And based on my signals, it seems like your TARDIS was going all over the place. Your friend wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for us. If it wasn't for Molly.
So, can you help us?
You still haven't told me who you are. You have computers too small for this time period, the ability to teleport me from a pretty powerful space-time machine. Obviously none of that is possible in 1952, so who are you?
Oscar told us you were good.
All the tech you see here is alien technology, not human-made.
I don't care where you got the technology from, just tell me who you are, where I am.
Right now, you are with 3 of the highest-ranking agents from Torchwood Base 1. You are safe with us. We can guarantee that. Now, out of you and your injured friend, which one of you is the Doctor?
The Doctor?
Yes. We need the help of the Doctor.
I am the Doctor.
Days before the smog, many workers brandishing pickaxes were gathered inside a silent factory.
Before we do this, are you sure about this?
The only explanation is that the ground below our feet is soft. That's what's causing all these cracks in the structure of the factory's walls, sir.
And what if the ground is soft?
Production will have to stop and the factory will have to be torn down.
And if not?
Production can continue, but we will need to investigate why the structure of the factory is cracking.
Let's hope for the latter then.
So, can we get started then?
Yes, of course you can. Sorry, Jones. Just don't remind me of the cost to repair the floor. I'm already losing enough money as it is having to cease production.
Understandable. Boys, let's get to it.
Oh, God. Oh, I can't watch my floor.
Wait a second, lads, stop.
What is it? What's wrong?
Now, that is totally unexpected.
What?
George goes up to the hole and looks into it, just like everyone else was. Surprised, George knelt down.
Well, I thought the ground was soft, but I didn't expect... liquid? What is it?
I think it's oil.
What, this close to the surface?
If it is oil, how long will I be able to continue production for with the structure of the factory as it is?
What are you thinking you're doing?
Burn as much of this oil as possible to get a profit for my company without having to buy fuel. Then close the factory when it becomes too dangerous and sell the rest of the oil for a bloody fortune.
I wouldn't recommend it.
But is it worth it?
So, Torchwood. It's this organisation that stops aliens.
Exactly.
But you imprison the aliens. Kill them?
Let me make one thing clear to you, Doctor. From the stuff I have heard about you, and the types of things you do, you aren't a saint either. I feel we are protecting our planet the best way we can. If it wasn't for us, then I don't think our world would be here right now. Especially when you go gallivanting off into deep space, leaving us to tidy up the mess you had a part in creating.
I'm sorry.
Rule 1 of Torchwood training. Never trust the Doctor. Never.
Why am I here then?
Oscar said it was our only hope. That he had heard that you weren't such a bad guy and, well, after the Torchwood base got overrun, what could we do, really?
I'm sorry. What happened?
Those things in the smog got into the Torchwood base and took it over. Like they knew Torchwood was the only thing that could stop them. Me, Evelyn and Oscar got out with what we could and decided to set up camp here at my house. I hope my co-workers at Torchwood are okay.
Molly stopped outside of a room.
Your friend is in there. What's his name?
Mark.
Mark appears to be doing okay, given the circumstances. I couldn't give him all the medical facilities I had back at Torchwood, but I did the best with what I had.
The main thing is, he's alright. I'm going in.
I'll be right behind you to redress his wounds.
Rae and Molly entered the room, seeing Mark lying in a bed with many pieces of machinery all around him, all connected to him. On the other side of the room was another bed, someone lying in it, a sheet over them.
So, Mark's okay. He doesn't seem to be in pain, sleeping soundly.
The wonders of pain relief medication. It was the last we had, so let's hope none of us get a headache.
Yeah. Who's that? Over there, under the sheet?
It's nothing.
Molly, tell me.
If you really want to know, it's better you look yourself.
As Molly went to redress Mark's wound, Rae slowly went over to the other bed and pulled the sheet back. She stepped back in surprise to see a person, completely pale, with enlarged, blackened veins and with bloodshot, sooty eyes, staring into the mid-distance of the ceiling. They were dead.
Oh my god.
Yep. Just found them like that in a pile outside the front door. That's what the smog does to you. Poor soul.
As Molly goes to remove the gauze she put over Mark's wound, Rae places the sheet back over the person.
I'm sorry, whoever you were.
What the hell?
What's wrong?
Your friend.
What is it?
She looked and could see that the wound that Mark had sustained had completely vanished. Not even a scar in sight.
But that doesn't make any sense. He was bleeding all over the place.
I know.
Mark?
Not so loud. Ugh. God, it smells like the HS transmission in here.
Are you okay?
I just got stabbed. How do you think I feel?
About that. It seems your wound healed itself.
Who are you?
She's been looking after you, Mark.
Where's the doctor? Where is he?
He?
Oh, he's just confused.
Mark sat up suddenly and stared closely at Rae, his eyes wide.
You can't trust him. You can't trust the doctor. Don't trust him. You can't.
He collapses back on the bed.
Mark? Mark! What do you mean? Mark!
What did he say?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You okay? You seem spooked by it.
Yeah, fine. Just fine.
Well, whatever he said, he probably didn't mean it. Must be a bit woozy from all that's happened.
Yeah, right.
I'll look after him while you help the others, I promise.
He will be alright, won't he?
I assure you he will.
Mind if I just sit for a while?
Of course. But keep in mind that we do have things to do, so not long, okay?
Yeah.
Rae enters the room she woke up in. Evelyn was looking over Oscar's shoulder at his computer screen.
Seems like the fog has improved over this side of the city. Do you think it'll spread?
Depends on its cause.
I see you two are hard at work.
They always are. I keep telling them to take breaks, but they just say...
If we take a break, then more people could get hurt.
that.
Rae goes over to the computer screen and looks at it.
Does it say where the smog originated? If we can work that out, then we could work backwards to find the cause.
If you think it will be that easy, then you're very, very naive. I expected more from the Doctor.
Sorry.
All this does is show us weather patterns. That's it. We're lucky as it is to be able to see where the smog is live on this screen.
Right. How did this all start?
Well, we had predicted for a few months this type of thing would happen. The temperatures would lower, factories would be pumping out more smoke, fog would set in, the smoke would bind with the fog, and voila, the great smog. Thing is, these beings in the smog lasting for more than a day, it's confusing. We don't have any idea where this could have come from.
Have any of you actually looked?
I told you the computer won't.
I don't mean on the computer. I mean outside.
I'm Not sure that's a good idea, Doctor.
Come on, you haven't even let me see what these things in the smog look like. How can I help if I don't know what they look like?
Can't you just go off our descriptions?
Just have a look outside. From what you tell me about Torchwood, being cooped up in some house doesn't sound like your style. Come on.
We are not going outside. Just give up, will you?
It's the doctor. She won't give up.
Fine. But I am going with you. And you better wear a mask.
All right. You lead the way.
You be careful, you two.
Since when did you care?
Rae and Evelyn stand at the front door, both wearing gas masks. Evelyn had her hand on the door handle.
You're sure about this?
How can I help if you don't show me what is out there?
All right. Your choice. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Evelyn opens the door and the pair of them look out as Smog slowly came into the house. You could barely see 3 steps in front of you. The smog was so thick, it was like trying to see through a blindfold.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That smell. It's so strong.
Yeah. None of us know what it is.
I recognise the smell. Where from?
Seen enough?
Maybe we should step out, have a look around.
No way. We will get lost, and if one of those things in the smog finds us...
Where's your sense of adventure?
It disappeared when the Torchwood base got attacked.
Don't worry, we'll get it back if we can work out what caused this smog. You know, you read stories about an event that's happened in history, and you never really take them too seriously. You think newspapers from the time were overreacting, or you simply don't realise the severity of the issue. But when you see it...
I know.
I never thought it was this bad. What was that?
We are closing the door. Now.
Wait, no! I need to see. That was the whole reason I came out here.
But...
Wait!
Evelyn held the door, ready to close it as Rae looked out into the smog. Rae saw something dart through the smog.
I don't like this.
Shush. Just wait.
I saw something.
So did I. Oh my god.
Close the door! Close the door!
As a skull-like shape flew towards them, the pair shut the door and leaned on it as the skull on the other side tried to force the door open.
Look what you've done!
I didn't mean it.
We need to keep this door shut. We need to...
Suddenly, smog from outside began coming in from under the door.
It's getting in!
What do we do?
Gah! Come on! Just stay still for once! Just land! What am I doing wrong? What? I am flying you properly. Don't ever say that I don't. Shut up, that's not a good example. Alright then, you land yourself, Mordred. See how you do it without me. I'll just be over here trying to track down where that teleportation signal came from. Right. So that was a teleportation signal. It's definitely the thing that teleported Mark and Rae away. So, what teleporter was it? The signal is encoded in very basic hex. Only a handful of them do that. Just the softwave teleporter beams, which means, very basic, which means traceable. Ah, you landed us. Somewhere nearby to Mark and Rae, I hope. Ah, the moon of Jaxico, eh? Let's have a look.
The doctor ran over to the door and opened it. He looked out. He was nowhere, just deep in the middle of space. No ground below his feet, no planets populating the sky.
The moon, you say this is? Pretty far off. What's wrong, old girl? Your circuits are confused. Errors as well. Seems like a lot's going on. Guess I'll have to fix those myself. Oh, brilliant. I was hoping for you to be able to fix it automatically. No matter, we shall sort that out soon. First, we need to get that signal traced. So, this type of teleporter is an early design long-range one. Couldn't have come from a spaceship because assembly and storage would be too much of a hassle, so it has to have come from a planet. A planet with a civilization, something portable. Simple. What? Untraceable? Why? What would make this untraceable? What? Maybe the machine broke? But then the teleportation would never have finished, and it clearly was. Maybe... Oh... Maybe. Yes! Thick atmosphere. Think planets like Jupiter or Venus. Shoot the beam out, but then find it tricky tracing it back. But that can only be with planets which have livable atmospheres that became thick. Like global warming. Intelligent civilizations. Tardis, the year. Let's do it in Earth years given our location in space, not Gallifreyan years. 1952. Right. Now, the distance of the beam, the distance was about 840,000 light years from here, and the direction the beam came in was at about 2 o'clock, down at a 90-degree angle from the door, which means...
The doctor runs back to the door, looks out at the stars just to the right of him.
Where am I? Orient yourself, Doctor, orient yourself. You are... Right, yes, of course. A few hundred light years from the Jaffa system. Hate myself a Jaffa cake. Which means the planets from down and to the right of us which have livable life are Chorus, Lavino, Tras, Hiccupocoboricorius, Javano, and living right on the edge of the 840 light year mark is... What else? Earth. Oh, of course, 1952. Big events that happened that involved the atmosphere. The Great Smog of London. So we've narrowed it down to a city as well. Oh, I am good. I am really, really good. Yes, now we just need to get moving. How the hell do we do that? You really are the bearer of good news, aren't you, old girl?
Damn it! Why can't I just see the origin? I swore this bit of code would work. How about if I try... What the hell?
Look what you've done! I didn't mean it. We need to keep this door shut. We need to. It's getting in. What do we do?
Oh no.
Oscar got up from his seat and ran out of the room, down the stairs and to the front door. He could see Rae and Evelyn desperately trying to keep the door shut as Smog came in from under the door.
What the hell? Who did this?
Does it really matter? Do something. Help us!
Molly appeared from upstairs, holding a stack of towels.
Oh my god!
Molly, give me one of them.
What?
He takes a towel off of Molly and begins to flap it at the Smog.
What are you doing? I need those.
What you should be doing. Help me, we can push the Smog back.
Molly did the same, as Rae and Evelyn tried to keep the door shut. Slowly, the Smog began to get pushed back.
It's working! They don't seem to be pushing as hard on the door. Evelyn, you help them. I'll keep the door closed. Are you sure? Yes, just do it.
Evelyn cautiously backed away from the door and grabbed the towel, helping the others. The Smog was slowly but surely pushed back until eventually it had retreated under the door. Oscar then quickly placed his towel in front of the door to prevent any more getting in. Rae and Evelyn took off their gas masks.
Wow. So that's what they're like.
What did you do out there?
Stayed out there too long. Under her instructions.
Why the hell did you do that? Those things could have killed you, Doctor.
Now aren't I? And I got to see what it looked like.
And did you learn anything?
No, but...
So you didn't even consider anyone else when you stayed looking outside? You could have got everyone else killed, just to feed your curiosity.
No, I thought maybe if...
Look! I can see this is going to turn into a row. Please, everyone just stop. Think. Calm down. Everything is okay. None of us were hurt.
Exactly. Well done, Oscar, for realising how to get rid of those things.
Thank you. I just thought, since they were gas, that air would push them back.
Good thinking. And I'm sorry.
The group all entered the room Rae woke up in and sat down. Oscar picked up the Geiger counter and turned it over in his hand.
That smell outside. I recognise it somewhere.
Really? What smell is that?
It's everywhere. Really strong outside.
Oh, guess we're used to it. We've been here since the smog started.
You think the smell comes from the smog?
Well, what do you suggest?
I can't believe it. Wind being their weakness. It's just stupid.
Well, if we got anything out of that experience, at least we found out that...
Excuse me?
Oscar pushed past Evelyn, Rae, and Molly and threw the Geiger counter in the bin.
What are you doing? That was an expensive bit of kit.
Well, it's broken. It started randomly detecting radiation that would be impossible to be here whilst I was working.
Oh, great. That, plus all the other stuff, was so hard to get out of Torchwood and carry here. I could have lightened the load if we didn't have to carry that.
Well, we never knew it would break, did we?
And we did get lots of equipment from the Torchwood base that is actually useful, including the laptop thingy and the power amplifier.
I guess.
Sorry, you say the Geiger counter detected stuff while you were working?
Yeah, it said it detected radiation just before you two started screaming your heads off.
Before? Wait, the smell!
What about it?
Mark said it smelled like the HS transmission. Of course!
What?
I recognise it. From New Earth. Right near where I lived was a spaceport. I would be smelling the fumes of incoming spaceships every day when I was little, while the war was going on. That was until they made environmentally unfriendly ships like that illegal.
Sorry, you lived somewhere? I thought you travelled about the place. In your box.
Oh, yes, I do. Sorry, I just meant I stayed there for a little bit. Yes, that's it.
Right.
So, what? You think the smell is the same thing?
It smells very similar.
Oscar went back over to the bin and took out the Geiger counter.
Would these engine fumes create radiation?
I don't really know. I guess maybe, if concentrated. It is a reaction going on inside an engine after all.
What are you thinking, Oscar?
I am thinking that we might have found our way to get to the source of the smog.
Follow the Geiger counter?
Will that work? Especially through the smog.
She makes a good point.
I would guess so. We'll just have to try and see if it works.
It's just something we're just going to have to find out, isn't it?
The doctor has his head inside the console and is messing around with wires.
Gah! Come on! Just let me try and fix you. You can't do everything by yourself. That should do it. Right, now, if I just... Nothing's working! None of this is working! Ah!
The doctor sits on the seat inside the console room.
Why is nothing working? I've tried everything. What was it about travelling to the void that destroyed you so much? Tardis, tell me. That world you created, that you were stuck inside, the people you created, who are they based on? They were manifestations of yourself? All of them? But I thought you were Mordred. That's where your soul went, but your personality was split between different people. So Morgana, was she also you? She was? Then why? Why did you do that to Mark? Why did you hurt him like that? Protecting me? What from? Mark wasn't going to do anything to me or Rae. Why did he have to get hurt? No, not good enough. I don't say I can trust you. Why did you do this? Is this why we can't move now? Because you don't like Mark? I've seen you dislike people in the past, but to go this far? What the hell is wrong with you? Us not being able to move isn't your fault. Then whose is it? I just think you don't want us to take off and find Mark. That's it, isn't it? You don't want Mark in this TARDIS. Oh, don't give me that. Something clogging up your systems? Really? What would that be then, What the hell would... Wait. The void. Of course. My new Sonic, I dropped it into the snow. Then I brought it in here. The snow's the fabric of the universe. If that got into your systems...
The Doctor went up to the 2 metal pads on the console.
I placed my Sonic here, so... The only place the snow could have gotten in is underneath the pads.
The Doctor took the pad off and looked underneath.
I don't see anything here. TARDIS, what circuits of importance are under here? The navigation system. That'll do it. Let's have a look then.
The Doctor moved wires and circuits out of the way to find a black circuit board deep inside the console.
Is this it? Doesn't appear to be affected by the snow. I don't see any on it.
He brought the navigation system out to have a look, and there, trapped underneath one of the connections, was a small bit of white powder. He blew it off.
That was it. Doing all this to you. Well, it better be. It would explain why there was this void snow on top of the hill Mordred's tower was on. Right then, type in the destination, take off the handbrake, and fly. Come on, come on. Yes! Ha-ha! Right, Mark and Rae, here I come.
Rae sits next to Mark's bed and looks at him.
Be made of the smog
They
itself.
are alone.
And then after managing to get them out of the house, we think we've figured out what's causing this smog. Well, how to get to the source of it anyway. So we're planning on going out and stopping it.
Mark turns his head and looks at Rae.
How long have you been awake?
Not long. Long enough to hear you ramble about the smog for a good 10 minutes.
What else am I meant to do whilst everyone else is sorting out equipment to help us in the smog? Talking to a good friend was going to be top of my list any day.
You think you'll be okay in the smog? From what you tell me...
It's dangerous, I know. That's why I'm talking to you, in case anything happens.
Rae, don't forget what you should be focusing on. We need to get back to the TARDIS. We need the help of,
The Doctor, yes. And so do these people.
So why are you pretending? Why not tell them and get them to teleport the Doctor here?
Because how can we be sure they'll be able to teleport us back to the TARDIS? Their teleporter wasn't even able to bring their target, the Doctor, here. With the Doctor in the TARDIS, he might be able to find us and bring the TARDIS to us.
If he cares enough.
I don't know what's up with you, Mark. Of course he'll come.
I have seen the things that he has done, Rae. Things you wouldn't believe.
Well, I better go. Let you get some rest.
Rae, I don't think it's a good idea to go out in the smog.
I'll have some others with me.
Some others that hate the Doctor and think you are the Doctor.
No, Oscar. He's different. I couldn't tell you how, but the way he looks at me.
What?
I don't know. I just know. That with a look like that, he wouldn't want anything to happen to me. He's different, I swear.
People you think you can trust do turn out to be more untrustable more times than not.
I disagree. I better go.
Let me come with you.
No, you're staying right here. Molly said she'll stay with you to keep you company and make sure you're all right.
I feel fine.
Well, let's make sure, eh? And if the Doctor does come, you can tell him where we are.
I see he finds you first.
We never know with the Doctor.
Exactly.
Now get some rest. I'll come and say hi as soon as I'm back. And I'm so glad you're better.
Thanks. See you soon.
Rae entered the living room of the house. In there was just Evelyn. She was searching cupboards and drawers.
What are you doing?
Trying to find a spare gas mask. I swear I had one around here. That and a bloody big fan. Have a good talk with your friend?
Yeah.
Good, good.
So, where are the others? Molly and Oscar?
Molly is making some toast, and is going to give at least some of it to your friend. And Oscar, he's in the loft.
The loft?
He has all sorts of trinkets he keeps in there. Spent almost every day up there since the Great Smog started a few days ago. I think he keeps the power amplifier up there. His pride and joy.
What's that?
The thing that brought you here, Doctor.
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. Ask him yourself. I know nothing about tech mumbo-jumbo.
Evelyn brings a gas mask out of a drawer.
Aha! Here it is. Molly told me it'd be here somewhere. Now, I just need to find a fan. Something to blow that smog away.
Rae climbed a very wobbly ladder up to a loft and looked inside. There, she could see Oscar fiddling with a huge machine. It looked like a massive telescope, pointing at a window in the roof.
Hello?
What? Oh, Doctor, it's you.
What are you doing?
Oh, just sorting stuff out.
What's this then? The power amplifier?
How do you...
Evelyn told me.
Right.
How the hell did you get this out of Torchwood and bring it here?
Took it apart and rebuilt it here. The parts fitted nicely in a couple of suitcases.
Of course.
She saw Oscar take something, carefully, out of the great machine.
What's that?
The thing that brought you here. And me.
I thought it was the power amplifier that...
No. The power amplifier only amplifies the power of this device. Just as the name suggests.
What device is that?
Do you not know? Look at it.
He carefully gave it to Rae to look at. It seemed to be a very rudimentary technological device, reminiscent of a wristband.
No?
Do the words cheap and nasty mean anything to you?
In this context, no. Unless you mean the way it's made.
You and that time travel of yours.
He took the device off of Rae and put it on his wrist, wearing it.
This device allows the wearer to travel anywhere in time and space. A certain someone from your future made it, and they gave it to me. They set me free, gave me a second chance. Not that that matters.
What do you mean?
Nothing that should concern you right now.
Oscar began to walk towards the ladder going down.
You coming?
Yeah.
Something wrong?
Nothing, just...
What?
There's something about you. I couldn't say.
You are always so observant. Say, that bracelet you're wearing.
Rae lifts up her beaded bracelet she had made whilst she was in the hospital. The sixpence attached to it swinging as she looks.
What about it?
You told me where you got it from. How long has it been since... you know...
Since what?
That friend of yours. How long has it been since...
I made this bracelet. What do you mean?
What? You did? Must be getting mixed up then. Guess I am thinking of another bracelet.
What do you mean? What are you on about?
Doesn't matter. Anyway, we should go. Don't want to leave the others waiting.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Evelyn, Rae, and Oscar were standing in front of the door. Oscar wearing his device around his wrist and holding the Geiger counter. Rae was holding a vacuum, and Evelyn was holding a hairdryer.
Right. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, Molly. You just stay here and look after...
Mark.
Yes, look after Mark.
All right.
Oscar, have you got the...
I'm not stupid. Of course I have the Geiger counter.
And you think that will work? That you'll be able to find the source?
Well, it's the best idea we've got. There's nothing else for it.
And if it doesn't work?
We come back and We have these to defend ourselves with.
Is that my hairdryer? And my vacuum? What do you need them for?
We need them to push those smog things away from us. I put the tube of the vacuum on the blowing end so we can blow them away.
But they can't be strong enough to do that, can they?
I modify them to be a bit more powerful. Just curve the blades of the fans more, swapped out the capacitors, batteries and motors for more powerful ones, and now they'll hopefully be the perfect weapon against those smog things.
Hopefully.
But my hairdryer, my vacuum.
So then, everyone ready?
Of course.
Yep.
Look after Mark, okay?
I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he gets the rest he needs.
Right then, off we go.
Good luck.
The three of them put on their gas masks, stepped out, and closed the door behind them.
We better all stay together. We can't see anything, even a few meters in front of us.
Turning on the Geiger counter.
Well, which way is it pointing? Where's it telling you to go?
This way.
You sure?
Yep.
Doctor, you keep an eye out to our left. I'll do our right.
Okay.
The doctor stepped out into the thick smog and looked around at the barely visible row of houses on the street he was on. He put a small blue band over his nose.
Good thing I still have this thing to help me breathe. Well, this is certainly worse than I remember it. Although I did come here last on day 1. This must be day 4? Tardis, now that we're below the atmosphere, can you tell me where the source of the teleportation signal is? The house at the end of the street. What person living down here has a teleporter in 1952? Better go and have a look. See you soon, Tardis. And don't forget, I'm still not happy with you. What you did to Mark was completely unforgivable. I almost cannot believe you'd do something like that. What was that? Hello? Is there anyone there? That definitely didn't sound human. What the hell? It's detecting organic material inside the smog.
Suddenly, a ghostly skull flew from within the smog and rushed right towards the doctor.
Whoa!
The doctor fell back into the TARDIS and kicked the door closed as quick as he could.
What the hell was that? It looked like a skull. Like a flying skull. Not a human skull, more like what? Where have I seen that skull before?
The doctor ran over to the console and put his sonic screwdriver on one of the pads of the TARDIS console.
TARDIS, do a scan outside and use that information and the information from my sonic to get a good idea of what it could be. What species could it be? Doesn't make any sense. Something that lives in the smog. And a skull that looks like that? I can rule out human straight away, but... Right, let's have a look. What are you... Oh. Really? Are you serious? But they're extinct, aren't they? And they wouldn't hurt people, would they? I guess anything's possible. What the hell happened to them? I don't like this. I need to find Mark and Rae, now. Who knows how much trouble they're in, and knowing them, probably a lot. Just gotta work out a way out of the TARDIS.
We've been walking through this smog for ages.
And it felt too easy?
No! And it's taking so long. Are we there?
Bloody hell, you're like a toddler in the backseat of a car. Yes, we're close. I just have to...
To what?
I have to check around this area. It's somewhere here.
Well, hurry up.
Yeah, I don't really feel all that good standing around here. Really don't feel good.
Everything is fine. I just need to get my bearings.
Hurry up, will you?
The more you pester me, the slower I'll go.
Those things could come after us any second.
What was that?
Is it one of those things?
I don't think so. It didn't sound like it.
Suddenly, they see something move in the fog. Evelyn holds up her hairdryer in a defensive stance.
Who's there?
Evelyn, I don't think...
From out of the smog came a figure, a man staggering towards them, his face bulging with enlarged black veins. He collapses to the floor directly in front of them.
Oh my god.
Another one.
Help me. Help me.
Hello? Are you okay? Hello? Answer me.
They never live long.
How... did the smog cause this?
It should be just over here.
Are you not even concerned? A man just died right in front of us.
He was a dead man walking. There was nothing that we could have done. Now, Doctor, instead of wasting time standing over this man, I suggest we...
What was that?
What do you think it was?
Not what either of you were expecting. Look at that man.
The man on the ground began to shake uncontrollably. Smog bellowed out of his eyes and his mouth, creating a huge cloud above him. The cloud formed into the shape of a skull, looking right at the group.
Oh my god.
Run! Oscar, you lead the way.
Did you work out where we're going?
Straight ahead, that door there.
You spent that long wondering where to go when it was straight ahead this whole time?
Would you rather me take you in the wrong direction? Damn it! It's locked!
Move out of the way. I'm good with locks.
She took a hairpin out of her hair and shoved it into the lock. She gave Oscar her hairdryer.
When did you learn how to...
All those missions we've gone on with locked doors. But you never wondered how they mysteriously opened.
I thought the locks at the time were just badly made. And anyway, you never told me about that.
You never asked. Oh crap. It's nearing.
We don't need the running commentary.
Well, you trying to argue with us about a dead man wasn't helping either.
Both of you, shut it! You're wasting time. Evelyn, concentrate.
Rae and Oscar looked back as Evelyn kept trying to unlock the door. Rae had her vacuum at the ready, and Oscar had the hairdryer.
You ready?
Yep.
Well, don't mean to alarm you, but you never really showed me how to use this.
What? It's a vacuum. Just press the button and... get them!
Oscar began pointing the hairdryer at the incoming skulls as Rae tried to work the vacuum, and Evelyn struggled unlocking the door.
How do I...
The button!
Button. Ah, got it.
That's it. Now get them.
Almost there.
Hurry up. They're trying to push through.
Don't rush me. I only have one pin to go.
What does that even mean?
Did it. Everyone, in.
Evelyn ran inside as Rae and Oscar slowly back into the doorway, keeping the skulls back with their hairdryer and vacuum. And when they had gotten inside...
Evelyn, now!
Evelyn shut the door, keeping the skulls outside. Oscar quickly grabbed a couple of barrels nearby and rolled them over to the door, leaning them against the door to keep it closed. They all take off their masks.
That was close.
Couldn't have gone any quicker.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
What the hell are you doing here? This is private property.
The group turns to see a whole building's worth of factory workers staring at them. Furnaces in the room burning bright.
Oh, hi.
Everyone, back to work.
The people behind him immediately did as he said, going back to work.
What are you three doing here? Nah.
You what? Don't you know what's out there?
What, the Roz is after you or something? Wouldn't surprise me with you lot breaking into places.
Are you living under a rock? Those things.
Whatever you're on about, I have no idea because I have done as I've been told and stayed inside during the smog.
Stayed here, I presume, in this factory. Should you still be working, even through the night?
I've got a lot of stuff to do.
Which requires your workers to keep going through the night. Is that even legal?
No, it's not. I have a question for you, Mr...
Call me George, and I don't have to answer any of your questions.
Oh, I think you do. The blindingly obvious question I have for you is why your furnace is burning blue.
Oh my god. What?
Right, that's it. You lot, ah!
What would cause that? Sulphur, maybe?
Or a very strong flame.
Yeah, it doesn't smell sulphuric. Just a really strong smell of all those New Earth engine fumes. Gives me such a bad headache.
I get the feeling.
The radiation is definitely coming from here.
Get at!
Make us!
What are you gonna do? Stop me with your hairdryer and vacuum? Yeah, right. You four, help me get these fools out of here.
4 of the nearest and burliest workers went over to them holding shovels.
So this vacuum thingy won't be able to stop them?
What do you think?
Do you guys have any training? I don't know, Torchwood teach you something?
Against those two? No bloody way.
Kinda useless.
Being backed into a corner. Just like old times, eh, Doctor?
What are you on about?
The trio got grabbed by the workers.
Get off me!
And chuck 'em outside. You should be thankful I'm not calling the Rozzers on you lot.
One of the workers began removing the barrels from the door.
Wait! Stop! You don't want to do that!
You're going to regret opening that door.
Don't listen to them. Do it. Chuck 'em out. Now get out of my sight before...
A Smog skull flew right into the room, flying right for the group.
What the hell?
Oh, God.
Oh, come on, just go away!
The doctor was looking at the monitor. Outside, the skull-like Smog was guarding the outside of the Tardis.
What do I do? So, these things live in the smog. They are the smog. Right? I mean, the smog was caused by many factors such as coal-burning factories, stagnant air, cold weather... Cold weather? So, if cold weather caused the fog, then that means I need heat. Lots of heat! All I have to do is heat up the TARDIS, open the doors, and BAM! The smog should go away. Right? Right? TARDIS, once the room gets to boiling point, cool down to livable temperatures so that when I get back with Mark and Rae, we can get in, okay? Whew! It's really getting hot in here. I never praised your central heating system, old girl, but wow, it is good. Really sweating here. Five more seconds and I won't be able to survive. Better get out then. Look after yourself, old girl. Hello again. Why don't you come in?
The being flew straight for the doctor. The doctor ducked as it came near, allowing it to enter the TARDIS. As it did, it seemed to just disappear.
Wow. Was that it? Really? Bit of science never hurt anyone. Till now. And many other times in history. Better go find Mark and Rae. All I need to do is use my sonic to detect any passive soft wave teleportation signals. So it should be simple enough. Ah, this way. Here we go.
There. You comfy?
I'm fine. I can get up, you know. I feel fine.
Well, we have no idea what is still repairing under the skin, do we? Now, you rest, or that doctor fella of yours will get angry at me for not treating you right. I've heard how the doctor can react to the people who hurt his friends.
Wait, what do you mean?
You mean you haven't seen her reactions to things yet?
Well, I saw him push someone out of a window.
Him? You mean you saw the doctor change? Regenerate?
Regenerate? No. It's complicated. What are the things you've heard about him? Let's start there.
Well, I heard the Doctor gathered a huge army to take on a faction in the future of the human race, just because this faction wanted to ask the Doctor's companion at the time a few questions.
Really?
Another time, I heard they put the whole of planet Earth at risk to save their own skin. They were running from some other aliens and hid on our planet to keep safe. The Doctor almost destroyed the planet.
That's so... selfish.
I know! And they have names. Other names. Many names. Some call the Doctor the Destroyer of Worlds. Others, the Oncoming Storm. The Bringer of Carnage is a name I'm rather partial to. Even in some languages, the word Doctor has changed from healer to demon.
I didn't realise he had done so much bad.
But undeniably, in amongst it, they have done good. And that's why we asked for the Doctor's help. Unwillingly, of course. If there was any other way...
I understand.
But now I see the Doctor, I don't see how someone like that woman could cause so much damage.
Oh, you haven't seen the real thing yet. Trust me.
What does that... Oh, they must be back. You stay here. I'll see how they got on.
She goes to leave, but then notices Mark trying to get up.
I'm gonna go see if Rae... if the Doctor is okay.
No, you need to stay there. I can send her up.
You can't stop me. Now, come on! We need to get to the door before they get attacked by whatever those things are outside.
Molly and Mark get to the door. Molly goes to open it.
I told you should really go to bed.
Just open the door. Then I will do as you say. I want to make sure that my friend is all right.
Okay, fine, okay. Hello? Oscar? Evelyn?
If that's what you want to call me, that's fine. Listen, can I come in? The Smog's sort of out to get me.
Who is it?
Some bloke?
Some bloke? I'm more than some bloke.
I'll be glad I called you a bloke. I could have called you a child.
Oi! You'll regret that because I am... this!
Dr. Disco?
What? That's an odd one. My psychic paper is really messing up. Right, look at it now. What does it say?
Psychic paper? Who's that at the door?
Mark opens the door the rest of the way and sees the Doctor standing there, holding his psychic paper. Just before the Doctor put the psychic paper away, Mark saw a word on it. The. A mild headache began to emerge at the base of Mark's skull.
Doctor!
Ah, Mark! Oh, so glad I made it to the right house. Wait, you're okay?
Yeah, don't know what happened.
Hang on. Doctor? What is he on about?
Was it you that helped Mark? He had a massive stab wound.
I didn't do anything. It just healed.
It just healed? It wouldn't just heal unless... It's because the world he got stabbed in was fake, maybe? I don't know.
What are you on about? Who are you?
Bad time? Mark, where's Rae?
She went with some others to try and find the source of the things in the smog.
You what? Without me? She could have at least waited for me.
Who is Rae?
Right, Rae's the woman who said she was the Doctor. She lied to you.
What? Why?
She did... what?
She did it so you wouldn't try teleporting the Doctor down in case we couldn't get back up to the Tardis. I mean, if your teleporter couldn't even get the right person here, what's to say it could get us back up?
Good point, I guess.
Well, she did the right thing. The Tardis is parked just down the road. Good old Rae.
So, you're the Doctor. You.
You're clever.
The Doctor turns his companions into extensions of him. And since the Doctor lies... Ugh, I should have realised.
Let me guess. By the way, you seem to know a lot about me and don't seem to like me. You're from Torchwood. Torchwood Base 1?
You got it.
I never got why you didn't like me. Just because Queen Vic doesn't like me doesn't mean...
Can we please stop? Now that you're here, Doc, can we find Rae?
Okay, where is she?
She said she was falling radiation or something.
They had a Geiger counter.
Ah, trusting me now, are you?
I was told never to trust you at all costs. But you were the only person we could see that could help us with the smog, since we don't have access to the Torchwood base. We just didn't realise that we got the wrong people.
The thing is with the softwave teleporters, they're never very accurate. They're the type of teleporters used in vortex manipulators. Cheap and nasty. Pick Mark and Rae up and not me.
Talking of which, don't forget about Rae, Doctor.
Right, yes. Follow radiation, you say? Oh, yes, you're right. Strong radiation coming from all around, specifically that direction.
They think it's the source of the things in the smog.
Well then, we better go investigate. You coming with us,
Molly.
You joining us then, Molly?
I'm not sure.
You don't have to, but I'll try and keep you safe. And I have these to keep us safe from breathing in the smog.
The doctor brought out a small plastic box. He opened it, revealing 8 small blue bands, the same he'd put over his nose earlier.
I was wondering what you were wearing on your nose. What are they?
More efficient version of a gas mask. I suggest putting one on if you're coming with me. I'd say if we run fast, we should be able to get through the smog without disturbing the HYATT-EVANS.
HYATT-EVANS? You know these beings?
Oh yes. I thought this species were extinct. Just before they died out completely, they sent out these huge hatching ships to try and start life on another planet. Like a dandelion spreading its seeds. They're such a kind race. Too kind. And I couldn't save them.
Let them die, maybe?
I would never!
Come on! Let's go before those things catch us talking.
And what if they do come after us?
If that happens, I'll distract them with my sonic and let you guys get away. Come on, off we go.
Mark and Molly take a blue band and place it on their noses before heading out into the smog, closing the door behind them.
Let us go! We can get rid of it!
George, let us go, now.
George's workers let them go and backed away. Rae and Oscar pointed their vacuum and hairdryer at the creature and turned on the devices, blowing the creature back. Everyone watched as Rae and Oscar slowly pushed back the many skulls in the smog, all unable to fight back against the power of the pair's devices.
Evelyn, when you're ready, close the door.
On it!
Almost there. And now!
It's still...
I know. Shush. Just wait.
Oh, that was close. Really reminds you of what happened to us on Delta 4, Doctor.
You almost got us all killed.
How was I supposed to know? We were told to stay inside, so we did.
And make your workers work the whole time this smog is about.
Well, not the whole time.
Look at them. They're knackered.
Well, just a hard day at work.
And if they're told to stay inside, where do they go after work?
Well,
You keep them here. To work.
Well, you can't tell me what to do.
Ethics can.
They are getting paid extra, alright?
What for? Look at this place. It's falling apart. The smell hurts your head. The heat is immense. You are killing them.
Well, it's worth it.
For a bit of extra money.
Before the factory closes, yes. And we got given a rather fortunate opportunity.
Whatever you're doing here is causing havoc.
And how's that then?
Oscar gets the Geiger counter and waves it around the room.
It's definitely coming from in here.
What are you doing? What is that thing?
Geiger counter.
Measures radiation.
And we are in a large abundance of it. Could that hurt us?
As long as we aren't here long.
How about everyone else?
If they were here since the smog started, then... well...
Well, what? What are you on about?
It's coming from over here.
It spikes when you pass the furnaces.
But that isn't where it's coming from. Not the main source, anyway.
I don't think you need to go any further.
Oh, I think we should. Keep going.
Really?
What the hell is this?
A hole in the floor? What's that in there?
Oscar kneels down to the hole just as a worker scoops something out of it with his shovel and puts it in a furnace.
Oil?
This reminds me of something. Somewhere I went with the doctor.
This high up? Isn't it usually very deep down?
Not just that. London's on clay. Why would there be oil here?
Look, we just found it, okay? We thought the building was going to collapse because it was on a soft structure, but we didn't realise it was oil, okay?
Then why are your workers still working here? This building could collapse any second.
It was checked out. We can keep working for a few more days.
Look at it. The cracks go all around the room.
It's still functioning, innit? And when it does become unstable, I can sell the oil. This stuff burns stronger than anything I've worked with before.
Disgusting. Just for more money.
Ain't that just a completely valid reason, though?
This isn't normal oil.
Yes. The blue flames, the smell of the thing.
No, that's not what I mean. Look at it. Just look.
The whole group looks at the oil. After a moment of looking, they manage to see movement from within the oil. Faces seeming to contort and mix together in a swirling mass.
What is this stuff?
Yeah, weird, isn't it? People have complained of it making you go mad. They say the faces speak to you sometimes.
You what?
Oil that causes madness. I remember this from somewhere. Where?
Use your sonic on it, Doctor.
Oh, I left it in the Tardis. This whole situation, it seems like deja vu. Like I've experienced it before.
This place is an underwater oil seep. I love myself a good old oil seep. Rabbitino.
That beautiful creature is being used for oil. Who was it, Mum?
Oh, just your dad.
I killed my parents instead of helping them.
Doctor? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Totally fine. Yeah. Just thinking is all. It's nothing.
Okay. Well, what do you think the oil is? What is it?
Oh no, not another one, is it?
I think it might be.
And this time, it looks like they might be able to get through.
Right, we're nearly there.
We didn't get killed by one of those things.
I'd imagine a death to that wouldn't be pretty.
Trust me, it's not.
I hope Rae's okay.
Well, if she's as miraculous as you, I bet you she's fine.
Maybe if we come a little quicker, we wouldn't be in this situation.
There's nothing I could do. You saw how handling the Tardis was. She was having a hissy fit after everything that happened.
After you let me get stabbed?
No, I was busy with something else.
I did tell you, Doctor. I was trying to get your attention, but you didn't listen to me.
Don't worry, I told her off. I said I couldn't forgive her and...
Told who off?
Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you. Well, it doesn't matter.
Doctor! Who did you say this to?
Fine. The Tardis. She stabbed you. Well, parts of her did. In that world, her personality was split between a few different people, including Morgana
I knew it! I knew the TARDIS had something against me. I bet both of you do.
No! I have no idea what you're on about, Mark. I didn't want this. I wanted no one to get hurt.
Do you two not have the best relationship?
It's Mark. He's been acting strangely lately.
No, it's you! I've seen who you truly are. I know you! And I hate what I saw.
Well, what did you see, Mark? Tell me. Tell me what you...
What was that?
Oh, great. They're coming for us. Thanks, Doctor.
Because someone decided to start an argument.
Oh, yes, I'm the Doctor, and nothing is ever my fault.
I have learnt to accept that most things are my fault. And I'm okay with that because I can accept that. I don't know why you have such a problem with me, Mark. What have I done to hurt you so much?
You'd never believe me if I told you.
Both of you, shut it!
That was near, wasn't it?
Yes, because you both made such a scene.
We need to move. Now!
Do you know where you're going?
Yes.
No! You're just guessing, aren't you?
No. Maybe, but I'm making an educated guess.
Ahead, the group saw the huge factory that Rae and the others went into.
That's it. It's got to be. Come on. It's locked.
No! There's something against the door.
It must have been the others. They must have made it.
But we might not.
The doctor turns to see shapes moving in the fog.
But I won't give up now. You two, try opening the door. Push on it hard. I'll keep those things away while you do it.
Come on, Molly! Quickly!
Right!
You two, do something with your vacuums or whatever.
Doctor!
On it.
The pair of them run and stand in front of the door. both at the ready.
How many more times are we gonna have to do this today, Doc?
This better be the last time.
They're getting through!
Shut up!
Evelyn, keep analysing that oil.
What do you want me to do?
See if it's causing whatever is happening outside and stop it, okay?
Right. Everyone? Stop what you're doing! Stop working!
You what? Why?
If they are burning the oil with the faces in it, and the smoke is creating the smog, then what does that mean, huh? Rub your two brain cells together and give me the only possible answer.
That those smog things are created by burning the oil.
Exactly. And imagine if more people found out it was caused by you and your company. Not only would you get no sales for this oil, you would be utterly ruined. So, either you stop now and let your workers rest, and you can try and get your career saved, or you can let yourself go broke. What will it be?
Everyone, stop working. I repeat, stop working.
And turn off the furnaces!
Good work by Evelyn.
There better not be loads of them at the door.
Knowing our look, there is.
Get ready.
Okay.
Rae! You're okay!
Mark!
I recognise that noise.
The doctor backed through the door, pointing his sonic at incoming smog creatures that grimaced and backed away at the sound. When he entered, he quickly closed the door and replaced the barrels.
Oh, sorry about bursting in like that. We were sort of getting chased. There are a lot of those things out there, aren't there? Rae? And... other person? Why are you pointing a vacuum and hairdryer at us?
My vacuum and hairdryer.
Oh, sorry.
Rae lowered hers, but Oscar didn't move.
Oscar, come on.
You.
Me? I'm the doctor. Nice to...
I know.
Why are you looking at him like that?
Doctor. It's you.
You... know me?
You... don't.
Doctor, you came back for us.
Of course I did. I'd never leave you.
Told you we would, Mark.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, Doctor, we think we found the cause of all of this.
Right, show me, Rae.
Rae showed the doctor to the hole in the ground, full of oil, as Oscar lowered the hairdryer.
Oil? I swear something like this happened recently.
President Boson, I would say this is the end of your reign, wouldn't you?
I have to stop.
Ah!
Oh, great. More, yeah? Let's just have a party in here, shall we?
Look at it, Doctor. Stare at the oil.
Doctor? What are you on about? And... Molly!
Hey, Evelyn.
Why did the doctor call this boy the doctor?
She isn't the doctor.
That's the doctor.
What?
She's Rae.
Why did she lie?
She was worried she wouldn't be able to get back to the Tardis. And with the doctor still in the Tardis, he could fly it here, like he did.
Right. Companions of the doctor are just like the doctor himself. Always liars. Should have foreseen that.
I said that too.
I see it. There are faces in the oil. Scans say it's... oh. HUGHES.
What?
Now this all makes sense. This all makes sense.
Tell me. My business is on the line.
This factory. It was built on a graveyard.
What?
HUGHES, lovely beings, very clever. One of the first intelligent species to travel the stars. Thing is, they have a sort of problem. A devastating problem.
What's that?
Death. Usually beings die and their souls, or whatever you believe in, float away. Not these. Even though the body and mind of the HUGHES are dead and gone, the soul still remains in the body. Just a drawback with having such an efficiently designed body, I suppose. Even after the body decomposes, fossilizes, turns to oil, whatever, the soul still remains where the body was placed.
That's awful.
Whoever you are, I don't want to mess around. Tell me what the hell you're on about.
To free the dead from their prisons, they have to be burnt. It was a tradition for the HUGHES to dump their dead onto newly formed planets, planets with a lot of magma. Like Earth before life on it. The reason they don't burn them on their own planets? death makes a Hicklex soul extremely dangerous. It's better to dump it somewhere and run away from the souls before they attack. Let the souls run out of anger and off they go to wherever they go after a soul is released.
So this oil, it's those creatures.
When the Hicklex threw them onto the planet, they probably didn't get fully burnt up. Were just left to turn to oil.
And George is burning them.
That's what caused all of this. You need to stop burning the oil. Now. I have, don't worry.
What now then? What do we do?
Well, you just have to wait till the smoke blows over. I think this is the last day of it. So you don't have long to wait. In that time, the souls of the Hicklex will calm down and disappear, and new souls won't be released because the oil isn't constantly being burnt. Problem solved.
This is bloody insane.
But it's the best explanation, right?
I can't argue with you.
What are you going to do, Doctor?
I'm going to take this oil and throw it on the fires of a young planet. Respect the traditions of the Hicklex. I'm also going to have a look around to see if there's any more oil anywhere around here. Don't want this all starting up again.
The Doctor places a large bowl with the Hicklex oil inside the Tardis. Molly, Rae, Mark, Oscar, and the Doctor stood outside the Tardis, wearing blue nosebands instead of gas masks.
Wow, the smog has really cleared up in the last few hours, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing what one factory stopping pollution can do. Anyway, thanks for this bowl. Molly, was it?
That's right.
I'll try and bring it back, but I might have to throw it on the fire.
Oh, don't worry about it. Anyway, I better get going. Evelyn is back at home and she wants help trying to look around the Torchwood base to see if everyone is all right.
I'm sorry. I can take you there in the TARDIS if you...
No. No, thanks.
You don't trust me?
Torchwood training and all.
Right, yeah, of course.
Here, you have your weird blue band thing back.
No, you keep it. It'll help you through the smog.
Oh. Thanks.
Be careful in the smog, okay, Molly?
Right. Bye.
She walks off down the road. The Doctor catches Oscar staring at the TARDIS.
You aren't going with her?
I haven't seen this in a while. The TARDIS.
Yes.
You haven't seen me yet, have you? You don't know me. The bracelet on Rae's wrist tells me that much. It hasn't happened yet, has it?
What hasn't happened?
You know I can't tell you that. But you have told me about what is to come, and I'm sorry. All of you.
Who are you?
I was a good friend of yours.
Was?
Yes. I'm sorry, Doctor. I never said it before. I'm so sorry.
You know you can't say any more. You know you can't.
I really should stop talking, Doctor. In fact, I should get going. Only got one more trip left on this thing. I thought hanging around Torchwood would let me see you again, and it did.
He lifts up the device on his wrist and begins typing some controls on it.
What is that?
Something a very clever person made to stop me from being stupid. One last journey. I guess that only leaves one place to go. Back home, finally. Rae, it was very nice to meet you after all I'd heard about you. And thank you, Doctor, for everything you do in the future. For being my Doctor. And for being you. The Doctor that stops me. The Doctor that forgives me.
He presses one final button and disappears.
Where did he...
It's like some sort of vortex manipulator.
How did you know that?
I, probably read it somewhere.
Right. Where to now, then?
I'll probably say... Infernos. Year 2015. Very hot planet. Enough to burn this oil.
About burning oil. The oil, when burnt, smelt like fumes from New Earth warships, and ships like the one Mark was in. Does New Earth use the same type of oil on their ships?
I wouldn't really be surprised. There are probably many places where the Hicklex didn't quite manage to free the souls of their ancestors. New Earth could have just been another place where the same happened. Maybe the technicians at New Earth just discovered a way to stop the souls of the Hicklex from attacking. Who knows?
Weird to think the ships were powered by souls all this time, you know? Kinda sick.
Yeah. So, Mark, how did you sort out your stab wound?
Oh, I don't know. Probably Molly?
She seemed quite surprised by your recovery.
I mean, it was a fake knife, right? A fake knife from a fake world. Maybe the cut was fake.
Something very weird is going on. Very, very weird. Who was that person? What did he mean? And something in the air.
What?
Something is coming for us. Oh. Right then, to Infernos. Maybe we can get a nice tan while we're there. Actually, scratch that. Hate a tan.
Always changing your mind, Doctor.
I love changing my mind. Do it all the time.
This war is going slower than expected. Enact the plan. Bring the Doctor to us.
Yes, Emperor! Yes, Emperor!